Hey guys, it's Bro You Whack, and today I want to make a video dedicated to the brand new endorsement feature because I feel like this is something that not a lot of people are going to realize could essentially change how people just interact with each other in competitive or just in Overwatch in general, because we all know it can be a somewhat salty and toxic place. So we're going to be using the end of this PC game that I had. No, I'm not switching to PC, but pretty much we had a pretty decent game, and I guess my teammates thought I was a pretty good teammate. I was a nice guy, so they decided to use one of their 3 endorsements on me, and that's how the endorsement feature works. Every single player gets 3 endorsements at the end of the game, and they could use it on anybody in that game, but they can't just use all 3 of them on one player. They can only just endorse them once. And here some of them are endorse me, they thought I was a great teammate. Unfortunately, I wasn't shot calling. But how this endorsement feature works is that you have certain levels, and you can only go up to level 5. If you're a level 5 player, that means you're a pretty nice guy, or you're just a swell teammate. Like, I'm gonna be surprised if people get level 5, but this is how it works in terms of the rules. Say, like, for me, for an example, I get 3 endorsements per match. That means I can use it on any of these guys like I'm using right here, but I only got 3 right there, and you can only give 1 endorsement for 1 player, so you can't use all 3 of them on 1 player like I said before, and you can only endorse that player for every 12 hours, so you can't just spam them. Like, if you constantly get them on your team, you can't just spam endorsements on them. You have to wait every 12 hours, and there's 3 different types of endorsements that you can use. The first one, which is one thing that I'm probably going to be getting a lot, not trying to brag, is going to be the shot caller. This is the leader. This is someone that's constantly communicating. This is someone that's telling people, okay, let's combine ultimates right here. This is supposed to influence people to communicate with your team. Okay, so if you want to level up your endorsements, your endorsement level, you have to be shot calling, you have to be communicating with your team. So if you're hiding in game chat or you're not wanting to talk to players, that's fine. Your endorsement level just won't increase. The second thing is you could just be a great teammate. You could be, switching, you could be just flexing, you can just be helping out the team. You put the team before your own interests. You don't just switch on to Widowmaker and just start throwing. No, obviously you won't get endorsed by that. And the third thing is just straight up sportsmanship, just being a nice guy. You could be the worst player on my team. You could be dying a bunch, but if you're trying your little heart out, if you're switching, if you're positive, you would get this sportsmanship endorsement. Just because you tried your little heart out, you just didn't. You sucked, but I love you for it. So that's why you would get the sportsmanship endorsement. Now you might be asking yourself, okay, that's all good and fun. What's in it for me? And it sucks that so many people would ask that, but it's honestly true. What's in it for me? What happens if I get to level 3 as an endorsement, level 2, level 5, whatever? You will get rewarded. Now, what exactly will you get rewarded? I couldn't tell you because they haven't announced it or I haven't seen it, but pretty much you're just gonna get rewarded with something. Shouldn't that be enough for you guys to either A, communicate with your team, or B, just be a good person? Like, just the fact that you're going to get rewarded with something, it could be competitive points, it could be with loot boxes, it could be with just credits straight up. Shouldn't that influence you enough to be a nice person? If you think, no, that's stupid, that's not enough, then you're a terrible person. I'm sorry, that's just bad. You should be nice, you should be helping the team out if you're going to competitive, and if you think you deserve more for being a kind person, newsflash, in the real world, just because you're being nice doesn't mean you're going to get rewarded. At least in the Overwatch world, you will get rewarded. With what? I'm not entirely sure. Now, there is a catch, because a lot of people think, okay, I'm just going to be super nice for like 2 weeks, and then I'm going to go back to my salty ways. I won't go into game chat. I'm just going to go back to playing Widowmaker or just playing the brand new Symmetra all day long. You have to maintain that endorsement level. So you're going to have a certain time period, and if you don't maintain it or if you don't get enough endorsements, you're going to drop levels, similar like how you drop a rank in Overwatch, which is, I'm going to say, pretty often. No, I'm just kidding. But that's just how you can just maintain the positive attitude. What this feature is supposed to do, the main reason why it's in here, is not to just give players free things, whatever it could be. It's to help change the mentality of Overwatch, competitive Overwatch. It's just to have that little feature in there, just to, like, in the back of your mind, hey, be a good person. Remember, you can get rewarded, but just remember, your level could go down if you're not being a nice person. So maintain it, increase your SR, and increase your endorsement level. I guarantee you the top 500 players that stay in top 500 and that continue to climb in top 500 will have a high endorsement level. The people that are climbing, gaining SR, will have a high endorsement level. Why? Because they're treating the game with respect, they're treating their teammates with respect, and they're also treating themselves with respect because they're staying true to themselves, they're being a nice person, they're being nice. And this system, this brand new system, will influence that a little bit and just make sure that's just a pleasant environment for a majority of players. So that's the brand new endorsement feature. Remember, you don't have to communicate with your team. You don't have to do anything like that. But now there's a feature that will kind of influence you. So if you hide in game chat, if you don't communicate with your teammates, that's fine. I'm not telling you what to do. But hey, now there's a brand new feature that can tell you what to do. And if you have a low endorsement level, well, a lot of players probably won't like you. So anyway, guys, I love you guys. Thank you guys for watching. More Overwatch videos to come, and bye.